Welcome to my technical series on metal finishing. So in this class I'll be explaining about the basics of detergent. The detergents are designed with one primary purpose. It's to remove soil or oil in any form. Soil is mostly acidic, so it has to be neutralized. And definitely we can include in our formula the neutralizer for this acidic material. Secondly, if you want to neutralize acidic, then you have to add, that is, alkaline material like caustic soda or sodium carbonate, etc. But sodium hydroxide is more powerful, stringent, and this caustic may affect the substrate also. Some people they go for sodium carbonate instead of sodium hydroxide. Of course, the formulation depends on the extent of acidity of the surface of, or the acidity of the soil, or the extent of soil on the substrate. Then it contains essentially some oil. If we say dirt, dirt is nothing but the mixture of oil, grease, soil, carbon dust, etc. So this oil or grease is non-polar. So we need to remove this non-polar ingredients or the dirt by emulsification only. So naturally our formula should contain an emulsifier. So emulsion is nothing but, for example, let me consider oil that is not compatible with water. So with simply water we cannot remove oil or grease. So what we need to do? We had to add some soap, some surface active agent. So that, and this is called emulsifier. And what about this soap? Usually some people add linear alkyl benzene sulfonate. And this is nothing but, the soap is nothing but the sodium or potassium salt of long chain fatty acid. Either it can be a natural product or purely synthetic one. Now when we combine these two, we are able to get the emulsion, and thereby we can remove the oil by emulsification, oil or grease. Not only that, this soap has both polar and non-polar ends. The non-polar ends can disperse the oil or the grease particle, and the polar end is compatible with water, and thereby we can emulsify and remove the oil content from the substrate. And the other one is deflocculation, which is nothing but breaking down of larger particle into small pieces. So we need to include that deflocculation agent also, so that we can break down the dirt into pieces. And once these dirt, oil, grease, soil are disintegrated, they should not get redeposited on the substrate. So it should be removed as suspension. So a suspending agent is also included. So when you formulate a detergent, you need to be careful about the role of neutralizer. If the soil is acidic, you have to add alkaline material, and if the soil contains oil and a greasy matter, then you have to add emulsifier. Then to further break down the material, extraneous material or foreign materials on the body, we had to add this deflocculation agent. And finally there should be some suspension so that we must ensure no redeposition of these particles on the substrate. So take care of all these four important ingredients when you formulate any detergent. When I say detergent, it can be for that is different surfaces or different substrates, like it can be a textile one, it can be a metal, it can be a finished body, or it can be a car shampoo also. So this is applicable for variety of cleaning agents. Thank you for listening this video on the basics of detergents.